room, Jamie.
Hold on, Sean. Your mic is so much louder than Jamie's. Can you?
You sound okay for me. Is it my mic? We're live, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Hello. Hello. Well, I'll just back it up a little bit. There we go. What's up, everybody?
We're having technical issues. Oh shit! Jack Kirby shirt.
Hell yeah!
Booyah!
Let's see it.
Happy
Full glory.
Happy birthday to the king, the greatest of all time, the undisputed heavyweight champion, grand architect of the Marvel Universe, grandfather of the fourth world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jack Kirby. We love him.
Dude created everything. There was no
created,
mind like his.
I heard he created Topo Chico.
Oh,
is that true?
Speaking of which, sponsored by Topo Chico, the champagne of water.
West Coast Dave Avengers is here. Jack Kirby created me. That's true, Dave. He did.
Shit! Kirby created the cosmos and everything in it.
Thanks to everybody who is in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. We have a packed show of Kirby celebration, live artistry, a special magical guest, Kickstarter promo, Jamie's cosmic Kirby jig that he's going to do for us a little later. My light table just magically went up.
Right when you said Kirby.
This is Kirby's spirit.
I can see the crackle.
Kirby's spirit is with us.
Dude, that'd be an awesome self-portrait, like an artist working at the light box, but the crackles coming out of the light box.
Oh my god.
That'd be so cool.
Epic.
Yes. Sean, what do you got? How you doing? How you doing, dude?
I am doing good. I'm a little worn out and tired, but we got Dragon Con tomorrow, and my homie Jimmy's coming to town, and we're doing a live show next week. We haven't even thought about that very much.
We are. I know. I can't even think of.
My mind is not there.
In terms of like, what is that going to entail?
Yeah. All right. So what do you got here? What you got there?
Figure it out. Yo, I figured we would start the show just real quick, just showing. Because we're celebrating Kirby, and I was just like, let's show off some of this crazy shit, man. Some covers. This is just like stuff from. Let me get my camera proper.
Yo, Nathan, Vaudevillain Sean Doom, love it. And what's up, Australia? Gimmicks Born, love the name too. Yeah, Jim, that 2001 stuff that Kirby did was so amazing and insane.
Dude, these covers. Yeah, I just wanted to show some stuff off. Like these covers, it's just a celebration of pure imagination and weirdness and creativity.
Psychedelic madness. Look at the proportions on everything. It's so good. Like the shapes he was using. I mean, even his tech, like his language was just his own.
Look at this thing. Look at this. This is supposed to be like the fucking Star Child from the movie, I guess.
Oh, right.
But that's Kirby's interpretation, you know? He's not going to do like on model like it was in the Kubrick movie.
Machine Man was in 2001?
Yeah, he debuts in 2001.
I did not know that. Oh, shit. Dude, that's so amazing.
And by the way, guys, most of my collection is not bagged and boarded, but the Kirby books are bagged and boarded, not for collector value, even though these are worth money, but just respect for Kirby is like, I can't not bag and board these comics, man. It feels
totally.
But dude, the power, look at these.
That's all. Oh, the New Gods, the Fourth World stuff is so fucking killer. Whoa.
Come on.
That's insane.
Plus, he created Etrigan, who's my favorite.
Yes.
Dude, the Fourth World stuff. I just feel like the publishers need to like sit down and read the Kirby stuff and kind of get back to what they're doing.
I know, man.
He doesn't look like this.
And I'm sure people out there know this, but like this issue 7, arguably one of the greatest single issue comic books ever created in the history of the medium. This is the Pact, and this is like the origin story of New Genesis versus Apocalypse. So this is like
didn't Bruce Timm and them animate that on the Superman cartoon, The Pact?
Yeah, I think that yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. That was so good.
And dude, the bug, look at that.
Yeah, the bug. Yeah, like what are they doing with these amazing characters?
And you know, when they would have like the captions on covers and
right, yeah.
Got some Mr. Miracle. I mean, we don't have to go through it all, but I did want to show like Mr. Miracle and then dude, here you go, Sean. Demon issue 1.
Yes. Oh my man.
Can't beat that. Issue
No.
2.
Oh, dude, look at that cover. I love that cover.
And then one of my personal favorites, OMAC, is
OMAC money. Yeah. Dude,
so
that
strange.
cover is so bugged out.
Dude, this whole series is so weird and bugged out. It's like, and you know, Jack did not do psychedelics. He didn't do drugs. And he was just
he didn't need them.
Pure imagination, pure creative spirit, undeniable. Like,
yeah.
Incredible, man. So,
I mean, I could pouring out of him, constantly pouring. Oh, shit. You got some
Panther. You know, I mean, I could talk about this stuff all day long, but it you know, the guy
so good.
Losers, here's some Machine Man, his own series. And then I had this was another cool one. Where is it? Oh, Atlas is really dope.
Whoa, what is Atlas? I don't think I've ever seen that one.
This was like in the late 70s. DC did this thing called first issue specials, and they just let different creators premiere a new creation in one issue.
That's awesome.
There's probably someone in the chat like Dave that knows more about this than I do, but
yeah, there's a lot of good Kirby fans in the chat. Hey, TM, greetings from Germany. Thank you for watching. Definitely. Dude, look at that.
Do you have this? You have this, Sean? The pencils and inks? Oh shit.
No.
Okay.
But damn, we should do another show, or the next Kirby show we do. We should be inking some of that. Like,
so I am inking some Kirby tonight, but this has got like
nice.
The first issue of OMAC, the first issue of Demon.
Oh man. Who put that out? Graffiti?
This is IDW.
Oh, nice.
With DC.
Yeah.
And the last Kirby book I'll plug, even though there's so many, our boy Tom Scioli, Jack Kirby, The Epic Life of the King of Comics.
Book. Yeah.
If you're watching this and you don't know much about Jack, like don't be embarrassed, don't be ashamed. You can pick up Tom's book, and it is like the origin story of Jack Kirby.
It's a great book. It's a really nice comic. Like, Kirby or not, Tom did an amazing job with that book.
Really great. And Tom is, you know, sort of one of the, well, he's not sort of, he's definitely one of the Kirby like aficionados that we have in the comics industry.
Yeah, for sure. You know? So, All right, I'm getting loose.
Dude, you prepared a super dope
Doom
piece.
Let's show. So in honor of Kirby, I wanted to do a Doom piece. So I got it to this stage, and I'm going to paint all the light into it on camera.
That looks insane, man. So good.
So I'm going to move my camera to the right position now.
Beautiful, man.
Okay.
I'm just adjusting.
Could I see real quick my screen to make sure I'm in frame good? I can adjust my camera. Oh, that's perfect. I nailed it. Dude, What's that, Jim?
That looks great, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I was happy with
that yellow, green, violet at the top, or what is that? Purplish?
Yeah, there's a red violet, a blue violet, orange, green, blue. Like it's a bowl of Fruit Loops.
It's beautiful.
I love it. Yeah, and this is what I'm bringing into the equation. these colors.
So yeah.
It's about to get wild.
That's the preferred gouache brand as well, man.
Yeah. This is that good acrylic gouache. These pigments are undeniably amazing.
We had a comment there from West Coast Dave Angel saying big shout out to Jamie because he's cool. That's my favourite comment so far, Dave. Appreciate that.
There you
go. That's a good comment.
A lot of love for that piece in the chat, Sean. A lot of good
What's
work.
that?
Looks great. I'm saying there's a lot of love in the chat for your Doom piece.
Oh, thank you guys. So the original for this piece, I will have at New York ComiCon for sale. But if it's something you want before that, send me a DM.
There you go.
But let's make sure I don't fuck it up first, right? No,
you got this.
Fuck anything up. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm just playing. So Jim, what? Oh, you doing OMAC?
Yeah. Look at this. I'm gonna just ink.
Oh my god, are you gonna do it all with the parallel pen?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this. I've
got some Japanese sumo brush as well, but it's like, yeah, there's just something funny about like Kirby's probably traditionally meant to be inked with brush, but it's like, nah, let's just ink him.
Yeah,
let's ink him with a pen and see what happens.
I can't wait to see that. Are you gonna do the dude in the background also?
Well, there's this. I love all this in the back here, and then I was thinking I might omit this guy and just have some of my own crazy shit coming into the backgrounds here.
Yeah, of course.
So because I'd like to extend the piece full landscape style. So yeah, I'm just gonna wing it and kind of see what happens here.
Love it. So if all goes well, this underglow of Doom will have a warm glow to everything. I have some plans.
Hell yeah.
Always a big experiment. So I'm using some warmer greens on the areas that the light catches to try to get that feeling of a warm light underneath.
How many did you go through several sketches or layouts for that piece, or did it kind of just come together?
No, pieces like this, like that are this size, and I do for like shows or paintings. These are exercises in work on the fly. Like I did a little pencil sketch of it that I have right over here, which is this.
Nice. Okay.
The first time, but for your guy that we did earlier, I was stumbling and fumbling around until I hit it.
Oh, that's dope, dude. Okay, so real quick though, that upshot of him right there, that's great too. I didn't see that.
Cool.
I like that as a panel, but not as a single image. I thought it'd be good acting. Like the acting there, I liked, but
the expression is sick.
But so what I do with these pieces is I just kind of like to force myself to not plan ahead too much on this and see what I discover. These are like explorations of learning versus like a cover I'm doing. I'll do studies and shit for that, but it's the pieces like this that allow me to understand how to do the study, but also like I break new ground here. I'm like, oh, that color combo, I've never done that before. I want to use that.
Right.
So I'm doing a lot of experimenting with color on this that I've never done before. I mean, typically like that underpainting from the gold to the violet, that typically is 2 colors. But this time I did the orange to the red to the blue violet and then the magenta. So I'm experimenting with like laying more colors down on my underpainting.
It looks gorgeous, man. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks, Jim.
We had a nice comment there for you, Sean, from Kyle Andrews, saying unrelated to Kirby, but I just picked up a copy of Arkham Manor and the Batman.
Oh, hell yeah!
It says
thank you.
There's a panel. There's a panel in the last issue where Batman is busting through a wall that is so dope.
Is that so that's the only page I have left. It's a double page spread with Batman on one side and like Man-Bat on the other. It didn't print as a double page spread because I was a dummy and didn't pay attention to the page numbers on that one. but that is the only Batman page I have left from all those 6 issues. I have that double page spread left. Hey, Matt Gilmore in the house. What up, Matty? We're gonna have a very special birthday with Matt at Dragon Con.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Matt. It's the colors are so that Ghost Rider was crazy last year. Last year I took on one painted commission and I spent every day working on it. It was the big Ghost Rider commission I did.
That was just the one for the whole show?
Yeah, but I went ham on it. Like it was like a cover.
Wow.
I didn't take anything else. It was a really slow show, so it didn't matter. And I just cranked on that piece every day.
That's awesome, man. Oh, Yonan Vasquez just texted me.
Oh shit. Jim is such a baller.
I'm just throwing my weight around. Oh shit, man. This is a good text. Okay.
I can imagine. This is pretty soon. Jim's gonna be like, I gotta go, guys. More important people are calling.
You know, guys, with my packed schedule these days between managing Kickstarter campaigns.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Jim, talk to us about the Kickstarter. Let's get some eyes on that, baby.
Guys, first of all, just want to say thank you all so much for signing up for the pre-launch. I know a bunch of you have already done that because you've told me so, and you've helped pimp and promote the pre-launch to family and friends. So I greatly appreciate that. We're almost at 600 as of this evening, and I'm hoping if we could bump it up to 600 tonight while we're live streaming.
How many do we need, Jim?
That would be amazing. Jamie, do you have the link handy? Or I mean, I can go to it, but
I can put it in if you want. Do you want me to
if you don't mind, I'll
right now.
Show the cover if you don't mind. Yeah, please. There we go. So for those that don't know, Defective Comics presents Savage Street Vigilante launches October 1st on Kickstarter, but we're trying to build hype and awareness by having people sign up for the pre-launch. And the deal is, if we can get 1,000 people total, you guys, by October 1st, that will kind of put the project on Kickstarter's radar, and we will hopefully get a spotlight. We'll hopefully, get their love and attention for the project. And I'm basically just trying to go all out and get as much hype involved as we can.
This is what you do. You're doing great.
So the other thing, sorry to interrupt you, Sean, but the other thing with this is, even if you don't want to buy the Kickstarter, you could still sign up for the pre-launch, and it will help us and support us in that way, just because it gives us the numbers that we need. So even if you're like, I like Jim's work, but I don't know if I can get this new thing, you can still show love if you don't mind by just hitting the pre-launch and signing up for that. And you don't get annoying emails. You just get an email on October 1st to let you know that the campaign is live, baby.
Yeah, I have pinned the link in the chat for anyone to check it out.
Yeah, please, everyone, get your emails in there.
And then
Right,
I was going to say yes, please, Jamie. Can you also show what else do we got?
The video.
Oh, let's hit the video. Yeah. Hey, Sean, you ready for this pre-launch?
Is that like a sexual thing?
What? No. The pre-launch page for my Kickstarter book called Defective Comics Presents Savage Street Vigilante.
Yeah, I'm really ready for that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because people can hit the link below, sign up to follow the pre-launch page, and then the whole campaign kicks off on October 1st to actually purchase the book. And it's going to be wild, man.
I'm excited.
Sexually excited?
Yes.
I think the people are going to get pretty horny about this. Defective Comics presents.
Dude, that was awesome.
Dude, Sean, let me publicly thank you, bro, for just being part of this whole thing. Cause like, I just have these fucked up weird ideas, and I've always made promo videos, and I've always kind of tried to do things. And then I'll just hit up Sean and be like, yo, can you do this? And he's like, yeah, of course, sure. Like there's never,
dude, I love doing that. No, like, I love this. Look,
guys,
I mean, we're building this.
I don't want
to
to
say, Jamie?
guys, but we just got a very crazy super chat. If you guys want to look.
Oh my God, Shasta, what did you do? Oh my God, thank you. That is
what's going on. Oh shit, $200. What?
Shasta, oh my God, you're the best. You rock.
Shasta, you rock. Thank you so much.
God, that's amazing.
Insane. Thank you so much.
That is
Shasta, Jamie has 7 children. Looks like they're going to
be Shasta, you rock. You sincerely rock. That is amazing.
That's so cool.
Insane.
Now, Jamie, speaking of your family, did you sign each individual person up for the pre-launch?
Yeah, I had to lie about my daughter's age, but she's getting a copy.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I see you, Dave Vengers. I see you trying to get me into a forced interview with Comic Tim, that weird dude. I see what you're trying to do, man.
Wait,
we'll talk about that.
What is going on?
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
I don't even know where to begin. Comic Tim is a friend of West Coast Dave Vengers.
Yeah.
That I don't know if he's a real person or like a living meme or a troll. But
say, a friend the way like the chocolate milk bandit's your friend. Is like
that's right. We forgot about the chocolate milk bandit.
Jamie, that's a very good question. We'll have to wait for to see what happens with Comic Tim.
I'm excited.
We've got a few comments. Jim, your Kickstarter is going to be a hit. It looks awesome, from TM, and then a bunch of other numbers and letters.
Yeah, what was it? What was the number we're at right now, Jim? We didn't get to that. We were going there, and then we showed the video.
Oh shit! Let me check real quick. We are. It's the big countdown. Okay, we're currently at 591. Guys, we need 9 more, and we're at 600.
Oh my God,
tonight.
Let's do it by the end of the show. Let's do it.
Like, this is so easy. Like, just the link is in the chat, right, Jamie?
Yep, it's pinned.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do, Jim? If we get to 600, I'm gonna give this page to. We'll have a raffle.
Oh shit,
dude. For free.
Okay.
I will give this sketch page away with this Doom on it.
If you're down for that,
I'm definitely down for that. I'm definitely down for that.
Shit, I mean, this is my project. I got to give something away too. Then let me. I got these weird headshots that Jamie sent me. I'm not sure what these are for, but
those are private, Jim. Come on, man.
Oh, that's right. I didn't mean to blow up your spot, dude. I didn't mean to let the world know that you're actually trying to use Sean and I to get into acting.
Yeah, I'm trying to become an erotic model, guys.
Yeah.
If anyone needs a life model, hit me up.
Alexandra B, what up, homegirl? I see you in the chat. Thank you for joining us straight from Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, nice.
We are at 592. Toons signed up. Thank you very much, Toons.
All right. If we get to 600, I'm going to give away that sketch page.
Jamie, did we also have Master Wood's surprise art for the project?
We do indeed. Would that be this one, Jim?
Look at that.
That is fucking insane.
So
gorgeous.
So I've known Master Jwood for several years. He's an independent cartoonist. He just did this as basically fan art, but I think that it's going to be incorporated into the Kickstarter somehow. So you guys are asking, who is this? We can give him a plug. Jamie, can I get full camera? I have to cover her boobs here, but Master J does a comic called Off Panel that is basically like, can I open this? Okay, I have to. It's an adult comic. I'll just put it that way. So it's an adult comic, almost like drawn in Archie style. And you can support John's work at subscribestar.com/Master Jwood.
I love how
and he's on
boobs on the front cover, but not there.
It's just, it's my bad. Whatever.
Okay.
That's gorgeous. That is really
what Jamie, what happens with that? Do we get a red flag, or are we get in trouble, or what?
So far, nothing. So I say we just keep going. We keep risking it. We are at 597 sign-ups.
Oh my god, dude, we're getting close.
Jim, do you want to show the other cover to get the last few?
Oh my god, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Boom, Mike Huddleston variant cover. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That is like insane. Huddleston's one of the best out there, and that's one of my favorite things I've seen from him.
And this is pen and ink on paper with digital colors. So
that's madness.
I mean, Mike is just no joke. We were college roommates in art school. I've been friends with Mike since 1993. So he's a brother. I mean, Sean and Jamie are brothers. So I've just been blessed to have all these talented bad motherfuckers in my life. It's so awesome.
Yeah, I do stop to like be thankful for like our crew, because I mean, I just think about like who we hang out with, who we talk to daily, and like we you know, we fuck around and talk shit all day, but sometimes you're like, wait a minute, Matteo is like a supreme badass, and Huddleston and Jason Shawn and all these people we kick it with.
Dude, I know what Matteo did this morning. Holy shit.
Oh my god. Guys, we did an episode of the podcast to focus on Jim's Kickstarter. We recorded it today. It'll come out October 1st. Matteo did an entire piece, 2 characters from blank white paper to finished ink wash piece in the duration of the show.
Less than 2 hours.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane.
It's not a sketch, it's a full-blown illustration.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, man, that kind of stuff is like, wow, very humbling, and it's, you know, it's like a huge compliment and very flattering that he would even take the time. It's amazing.
Awesome. We had a comment from West Coast Avengers saying, wait, Master Jwood isn't Jamie? And I thought that as you were saying that name, I was like, that could be me. Like, that could be my double identity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to, you have a secret career planned of making adults
I wasn't going to plug it quite yet, but we'll see what happens, guys.
I think you should, dude.
The gig is up.
I think you should. You know, Jamie, if you decide to make some perverted work, you know that you have a format here to promote it and pimp it.
I'm in good company. I'm in good company if I decide to.
Well, and also, I mean, I'll speak for everyone in the chat, everyone watching. Like, our fans are all perverts as well. So, you know, it's not like you're gonna offend anybody.
Jim, Matt is asking if you posted that fan art piece previously. Oh no, Huddleston's piece previously. Yeah, Yeah, Matt. Yeah, Jim posted that, and I think Mike did
Yes.
too.
Yeah, Mike also was cool enough to post it on social media for me.
Yeah. And then I think I reposted it on my story because it was so gorgeous.
Yeah, man, it's basically like I'm learning a lot, but it is crazy just to be constantly thinking of building hype, building up the hype. You know, you kind of have to go into PR mode and I don't know, you just make people aware at all times.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be doing it right after you. Right after Jim's Kickstarter, I'm going to launch mine.
And I'll be there with whatever you need to happen, man. Just let me know.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that this weekend.
It's like, how many dumb video ideas can we come up with for SHAWN'S campaign? You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it. I love that we can do this. It's so fun.
Speaking of, Jim, do you want to show any of the pictures you sent? The actual physical pictures?
Oh, my meeting Kirby story in '92. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Let's do it now. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. So when I was a kid in high school, I started working for this local publisher in St. Louis called Artline Studios, and the main dude Lorenzo was going out to San Diego in '92. So I begged my parents to buy me a ticket and let me go. So for like my birthday and Christmas present that year, they're like, okay, we'll let you go. And Lorenzo and I show up in San Diego. And the first day we're there at the convention, this was only year 2 of the ComiCon happening at the convention center. Before this, it was always at a hotel out by the airport.
Right. What year was this, Jim?
This was 92.
Nice. Fun.
And dude, the convention, it was the biggest convention I'd ever seen in my entire life at that time, but it was like half the size of what it is now.
Yeah, the first year it was less than that. The first year I went was 94, and it was tiny compared to what it is now.
Yeah. So Lorenzo was 10 years older than me. So I'm 17 at the time. He's 27. He's originally from Brooklyn, New York. So he is a talker and he's not afraid to talk to anyone. So we walk into the convention and we see Will Eisner at his table.
Yes.
And he's just hanging out and like no one's really talking to him. And then all of a sudden, I shit you not, Frank Miller walks out of nowhere and walks behind Will Eisner's table and starts talking to Will. So Lorenzo and I'm completely starstruck and stop dead in my tracks. And Lorenzo's like, oh shit, it's Will Eisner and Frank Miller. Let's go talk to them. And he just goes up and starts talking to both of them. And I'm like hiding behind him because I'm this scared little kid. And they were super, super cool to us. They were like, oh, cool. Yeah, let's see what you got. We had photocopies of all the, comics we were working on at the time just to show samples while we were there. And they were super sweet. And I just was completely like gobsmacked that this was even happening. So then that night, anyone with a badge, anyone at the convention can just walk into this area where they're having Jack Kirby's 75th birthday party. And you walk in and you wait in line, and Jack Kirby was standing by this giant birthday cake with his wife, Roz, who was always at his side. And Lorenzo and I waited in line with like all the Image guys were there. McFarlane, Lee, Liefeld, Silvestri. Awesome. Everyone was there on their best behavior, quietly waiting to meet the king. It was fucking wild, man. And awesome. for 17-year-old me, I was like, okay, this is really cool. I'm meeting Jack Kirby, the king of comics. Like that's a pretty epic thing. But I wasn't a Kirby fanatic back then, like I am now.
Right.
So in hindsight, the fact that I even got to meet him is super, super trippy. It's so incredible and amazing. So I walk up to Kirby and I'm like, Mr. Kirby, I just wanted to thank you so much for all your work and your inspiration. And I'm an aspiring artist and I'm going to break into comics one day. And he looked at me and he said, young man, you just keep working hard. You're going to be just fine.
Oh my God.
I was like, Jack Kirby said that I'm going to be fine. It's all going to work out. And I'm sure that he was
right. He was right.
Well, he was right. To me, it's like, I'm sure he said that exact same thing to every single person that said what I said to him.
But Jim, I think he probably saw a very young cartoonist who made his way out to San Diego before cons were a thing and got himself in front of the king. And I think he was like, this kid's got the hustle in him.
Do you think he, now the other part of the story is when he retracted his hand from shaking my hand, Sean.
Yeah.
I saw a little Kirby crackle come out of his hand.
That explains it.
A little Kirby crackle.
That's right.
And some of that crackle infested my hand. And that's why you guys are seeing the skills that you see.
Yeah, that makes sense. It explains a lot.
So Jamie, the photos again, just real quick. So the first one of me shaking his hand at 17, in the background, right behind me, the gentleman with the black hair, this was just pure coincidence. Had no idea this was happening. And I didn't see him that night at the party. That dude behind me is this guy, Steve, who owned Comic Headquarters Comic Shop in St. Louis, where I grew up, where I shopped at as a kid. And I didn't know Steve was in San Diego or at the party until I got this photo developed.
Oh my God.
Like, what the hell? And then in the next photo, if you can show it, Jamie, this is Lorenzo shaking the hand of Kirby, and Bob Schreck is photobombing the photo right in the middle there. That's Bob Schreck.
Oh my, and that's before you knew Bob.
That's before I knew Bob. So we have my mentor, my first mentor, Lorenzo, shaking the hand of the greatest of all time with Schreck in the middle, who would then become my main editorial mentor when he hired me in 97 to work on the Clerks book with Kevin Smith. So these two photos have all this weird cosmic shit going on in them. That is bizarre. It's not coincidence. It's not coincidence.
No, that's too much going on for that to be coincidence.
Isn't that wild, dude?
Did you ever show that to Schreck?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And Bob's reaction, of course, Sean, was like, "Oh, I don't remember that. I was probably drinking." you know.
Of course. Oh, Bob.
That was the party era.
Those were some insane nights hanging out with Bob.
But man, I when Tom Scioli started working on his Kirby book, I just randomly emailed him those photos, and he just completely flipped out because he's like, wow, dude, you actually got to like shake his hand and meet him. And it was just
that's awesome.
Pure blind, dumb luck that I convinced my parents to let me go to San Diego in 92 when I was a kid,
that's
basically.
Amazing. Dude, I never met Kirby, but I did meet Eisner.
Oh, wow. Who was that like?
Dude, I mean, so this was my first San Diego Comic-Con, and I had been, Frank Miller's work and his interviews all introduced me to Eisner's work. So I started reading Eisner's books and started realizing he is like the first to turn comic art into an academic study. He's the first graphic novelist in the States. And so he became very quickly this really important figure. And to me, I mean, not just me, but to me, he definitely was. So when I saw him, he was just walking around San Diego. Like it was so empty, compared to now. And I just look over and it's Will Eisner. And I'm just like, holy shit. So I just went up to him and I basically said what you said.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, thank you, sir. I hope to be a cartoonist like yourself one day. He said, he wished me luck, and he was a sweet guy. And then later that day, I'm crossing the street from the convention center and I look behind me and it's fucking Frank Miller. So I turn around and do the same stupid shit to him.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's great though. I mean, why not take the opportunity when you can?
No, yeah. And that's what I said to myself. I was like, I'm going to regret if I don't say anything.
You know, we've all had those. San Diego is actually really good for it because like when you're in the hotels and the elevators, you're still running into famous people. And like the first time I ever met and talked to John Romita Jr. was in an elevator at the Omni in San Diego.
Oh, nice.
And we were in a full elevator and it got to the point where the elevator completely emptied out and him and I were getting out at the same floor. And right before we got to the floor and the doors opened, I just was kind of like, hey, John, don't want to bug you, man. I'm sure you're tired, but wanted to introduce myself, let you know that I'm a huge fan of your work, your father's work. And
that's awesome.
Just wanted to say hello. And you know, he recognized my name when I introduced myself.
Oh, so shit.
That was huge. And
I was going to say he recognized the Kirby crackle aura around you.
Recognized that I hadn't washed my hands since 1992. And he looked down to Sean. He was like, hey, you know what, kid? I think that's infected.
Your gangrenous hand.
And Sean, I was like, do you still want to shake my hand? He's like, no, I'll pass. But no, but he was cool as shit. And super random. I also met John C. Reilly, the hilarious and incredible actor on an elevator in the Omni one year as well.
Dude, we were staying at the W, and I got on the elevator, and Kevin Spacey got on.
Oh Lord!
And so it was Kevin Spacey and someone he was with, and I was with Clay Moore, and the elevator stopped at one floor up. And it opened up, and there was this like really hot woman there. And so she starts to step on. She goes, "Oh, I'm going down," and she steps off. And so the doors close, and Kevin Spacey goes, "On somebody, she will be."
Oh shit! What is he, Matteo? Is that like a Matteo joke?
Yeah, that's definitely a Matteo joke.
By the way, guys, Jim, you have hit 601 sign-ups on the
hell
Kickstarter, and Matt Gilmore said 600 might have been Nikki.
Oh, thank you, Nikki.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you, Nikki.
We also had I was going to say, we also had a message from John Woodard saying late to the show, but thanks for the shout-out, Jim.
Oh, of course.
He also said,
there he is.
He said, will you be doing an updated how to create comics in Blitz magazine like the one you did in Wizard Edge?
Yeah, you know, I need to talk to Ramon about what he is thinking about for me as far as the interiors go for Blitz, because I'm doing the cover, and then we haven't discussed the insides, like if it's going to be a tutorial or if it's going to be something about the 30th anniversary of Girl Scouts. So we're still figuring that out.
I can say that in that magazine, Ink Pulp Instruction will have a tutorial in every issue too.
That's going to be awesome.
Scott Morse is in the house.
Oh shit, yes. And so is Dave Crosland.
Oh shit, Dave's here too.
The homies.
All right, so Matt says Nikki was the 601. Maybe we should give it to Nikki. Nikki should get the free sketch.
Okay. Can we get your information and we'll mail you some?
I know Nikki. We'll see. We're having dinner with Nikki and Matt on Friday night.
Oh, my bad. That's right. Okay, cool. So many names, Sean. So many people to keep up with.
Yeah, I'm a social organizer.
Dude, we would be.
Give it to someone else.
What'd you say?
Okay,
Jamie?
well,
I said Matt said no, give it to someone else. It's fine. Ha 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 ha.
No, we'll give it to Nikki. Nikki was the 600. She crossed the finish line for us. All right. So
I should.
Plan,
oh, go for it, Sean.
my plan here. So I got some warm yellow in here and in here to warm this up. I'm doing this rose color in here, but then I'm going to hit it with orange to really make it glow. I think it'll look good.
It's beautiful, man.
So good so far.
We will see. Lots of experiments.
I've been neglecting the chat, so I'm just going through to see. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, by the way. We always appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, we really do. Like, whenever anyone asks how the show is doing, I'm like, it's pretty incredible how well it's doing.
Sean, I got to give another shout out to. I'm going to show something real quick, Jamie. This showed up in the mail today. I'm gonna have to readjust my camera here.
Is that like a Keith Haring thing?
This is so my boy Rostin Meyer, who is helping me run my Kickstarter and organize it, makes pop-up books. He did Pop-Up Funk with me, a couple years ago.
Yep.
And this was a successful Kickstarter for us. You can still score this at propositionpress.com. But Rostin got the license from the Keith Haring estate to do a Keith Haring official pop-up. This is a huge special edition that you take the cover off, man, and inside.
Oh my God.
Is this gorgeous wooden coffin.
What?
I'm going to take this out.
What?
Dude, look at this packaging and presentation.
What the fuck, man? I love this shit.
Dude, look at this. The Keith Haring with Proposition Press. Rostin, congrats on this. You knocked this out of the park, dude. It is
Rostin, that is wild.
So gorgeous. This is all emblazoned, engraved into the wood. Sean, look at this. You open this up, dude.
Jeez.
And the pop-up book is inside. You got this gorgeous text and descriptions on the side of it. And then you get the book inside. So,
oh my God, dude, that's
absolutely amazing. Gorgeous. You guys can go to propositionpress.com to score all of the stuff that I'm showing you.
Dude, that license, I can't imagine what that cost.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's selling it in any galleries, or is it just through his site?
Oh, Ross is here. Ross is in the chat.
Nice.
So Ross, if you want to answer any questions about this, but again, dude, if you're just joining us, I just wanted to say what up and congrats on this, because this is
congrats. That is amazing.
I'm having trouble because my camera is on a very limited tripod here, so I can't really go back any further. But there we go.
So cool.
But yeah, dude, this is crazy shit. This is.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is really amazing.
That's cool.
Dude, killer work, man. So anyway, that is just a very brief show and tell of Rostin's incredible work that he's done here, man. He also did a Warhol pop-up book that's available as well. He's getting licenses with like the Warhol estate, the Keith Haring estate. I mean, that's like
amazing. Yeah, it's amazing.
This is no joke, dude.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Love to see my friends just crushing it. And while we're at it, I also want to show off Madi Khan's new book, the Yurasuka self-published. And I love that he did the cover as an actual fake envelope.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Like that's part of the book. And then you open it and you get the actual interiors.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Madi Khan. And in the back, we have pinups from Jim Rugg.
Oh, nice. That's a nice pinup.
Myself.
Oh, shit. I didn't know you did a pinup for Jim. That's awesome.
And Brandon Graham.
Nice.
And these other artists are great. I just don't know their names.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in Madi. He needs these big butt pinups. And he got some home runs, but he did not come to the king of the butts.
Dude, you guys need to talk in New York. He'll be at New York ComiCon.
Yeah.
Superherocomics.com to support Madi's work. And he did the legendary bootleg Spider-Man comic that we showed off.
Yeah, which is awesome.
So
yeah, he's gonna come see us at New York Comic-Con. He said he's gonna have like some camera with him or something, so Matteo can meet him too.
Oh, awesome! All the tribes are intermingling at this point, man. Like everyone,
community is pulling together.
Everyone's getting together to make dope shit because we're sort of running out of options with like being a creative person. And I feel like we're just going back to the 90s where everyone is just going to be doing all their own shit again.
Yeah. But what we have now, we have so many advantages now because of the internet and the, like, we can reach out to, like, I'm working with a publisher in China. We have things like this show and social media to promote shit.
Yes.
Kind of like the ideal time to be rocking it.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean like, we're stuck back in the 90s. It's just more of like the spirit of.
Yeah. No, I got that. I was just saying it's cool that it's happening now.
Oh, yeah, man.
A couple of nice comments to call out there, Jim. Proposition Press said, "Thank you, dude. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for you saying yes to that first version of Popup Funk years ago."
Oh shit, that's nice. Thanks, man. Yeah,
awesome. Sorry, go Jim.
Oh, I was gonna be a dick and just be like, "Well, so I'm responsible for all of this." Then
We also had a question for you from Jeff Tate saying, "Are you taking commissions at New York Comic-Con, Jim?"
I won't be able to draw at the show, but I'll be taking pre-con commissions if you want to hit me with a DM or email me through my website. I haven't announced that yet, but I am going to be doing a pre-con commission list for New York.
Yeah,
I can't believe that show is even coming up soon.
It's coming up fast. It's coming up fast. I just announced my commission list today.
And what are you doing? Full pieces, or what are you offering?
I'm offering 3 different versions. One's a 9x12 portrait, which is basically what I did on the show we recorded earlier. One's an 11x14 bust, and one's an 11x14 full figure, all done on toned paper with black ink and white paint.
Nice.
So we'll see.
Dude, how fun is it to do the toned paper with the black and the white on top of it?
Yeah.
It's so great.
It's a great way to get a lot out of a little. Like, you get to really focus on value and put your design skills to use with that white.
Oh yeah.
We had an interesting question here for both you guys from Toons saying, "What would you guys say is the best way to get a one shot out?"
Well, yeah, it depends on a lot of things. I mean, the best way is just put it out free and shout it out every day from your social medias and just let people download it at their will. That's probably the best way. But if you're looking to recoup some cost or make some money, I I mean, it's hard to say if you're a hustler and you've got like you don't mind working. Like you see how much Jim is working for this Kickstarter. It's a good way to go if you're wired that way. But like I know some people aren't.
Yeah, and it's also if you live in a city that has a local convention or zine fest or anything like that, you could use that as motivation to make a simple 20-page one-shot comic or zine and debut it in person and see what people's genuine reactions are in real life to your work. It's
that's a good point too.
something nice about getting that immediate feedback from people. And price your first thing cheap. I mean, price it at like $5 or I don't know, something that something that the average person walking by could feasibly just put down a couple bucks and pick it up.
Yeah, play the long game that way. Sure, like don't worry about the money so much right now, but you'll build fans that will buy over and over.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because like my very first self-published Girl Scouts books I did when I was in college, they were like $1 each, and it was just me asking the question like, will any strangers just plunk down $1 for my work without knowing me or knowing about what the book is about? Like, I'm getting it on consignment on the shelves of record stores and comic shops in Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago. What is the big experiment here is, will anyone even just plunk down $1 for my work? And the answer was yes. And then the book started to sell and started to do fairly well. Yeah. The very first versions of it,
Wow. That's amazing. I love that.
But, I started super humble, super small, just like, just $1, see what happens.
Wait, a question for you, Sean. What size is that Doom piece that you're working on?
6 by 8, 6 by 8 inches. It's taped down, but the board ends right where my thumb is. You can see the shelf. Yeah, it's 6 by 8.
That seems like the perfect size.
Yeah, it's a good size because you can do like a nice portrait on it, and you have room to like do some fun color stuff. And it's a type of piece like people can afford to buy if they're not buying like big like 11 by 17 paintings.
Oh hell yeah!
And it's also good because you can get it done in a fairly reasonable amount of time and do some experiments.
We had a question from Matt Gilmore asking, do you guys remember the first comic/art piece you ever sold?
Oh shit, that's a good question.
Oh,
man, I don't remember. Like I was doing cons as I was trying to break in, and I was getting commissions and stuff, but I don't remember the first piece I sold there. I remember I did a tryout for Deadpool when they put me on Deadpool, which got me the job, and I sold that piece. I remember someone reaching out to me wanting something from Deadpool. They had announced the book, but it wasn't out yet, so I wasn't sure if I could sell anything. I said, but I have this tryout piece, and they grabbed it.
Nice.
And it was Deadpool doing a full flying kick to Jim Kelly.
What? Really?
Yeah, because the book, the book I did was a Deadpool Annual that was a parody on Game of Death.
Oh no shit. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like Deadpool's, it starts off with him on the junk ship, and they go to the man. There's like a tournament of fighters, and I did one of the fighters like after John. Dude, I did. So my fighters were, I modeled one after Jim Kelly. I did one was Snake Plissken.
Nice.
And I'm trying to remember the third one.
So that movie, not to be a stickler, but I'm a movie nerd. That movie's Enter the Dragon, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Did you do a John Saxon character from Enter the Dragon by chance?
The white guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Blonde hair. Yes, he was in it too.
Okay.
I wish I could remember everyone else. But I was super stoked on the Jim Kelly one.
Dude, I am a
The
huge.
reason I said Game of Death, because the Deadpool comic was called Games of Death.
Okay.
Annual.
Yeah.
Guys,
Game
our
of Death, I
special
believe,
guest
is.
has arrived.
Oh, damn. Wait,
What's
who,
that?
Jamie? Who are you talking about?
Oh wait,
We've
what?
we've
There's a
someone lined
guest?
up. I wasn't informed of this.
Let's just throw him into the mix here.
Aha.
It was a need to know basis, Jimmy.
Aha. Well, I'm glad it's you,
What up,
Kasra.
Kasra?
I'm glad it's
Hey,
you,
guys.
buddy.
Ooh, I like
Guys-
this. I like that both your art's up now. I actually like it better this way. Beautiful.
How are you, buddy? And happy Kirby Day to you, brother.
Happy Kirby, you guys. Here, look at this. Look at this.
Oh hell yeah! Oh my god!
Oh hell yeah! Oh my
Entire
god,
body.
that's amazing.
It's almost life size.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic.
That is amazing.
I got an extra one, Jim. I can send you one.
I would love it. I was
I'll
going to
get you
ask.
one too.
I was going to
Oh,
ask
I
if that
love it.
shirt
Thank
was. Is that shirt custom made for you, or is that actually available in the
I think
world?
this one is this one might be licensed. Marvel got their money on this one, but I have I've been looking and scouring for this stuff for 20 years. I have the weirdest shit, like the knockoffs, Chinese Vietnam. I probably have stuff from Botswana. It's just crazy stuff. Yeah.
Kasra, tell us what started your fascination with MODOK.
All right, how much time we got, guys?
we got time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I was the kid. I had an older brother, and we grew up in central Pennsylvania, in State College, great college town. We had a couple of shops, and my brother took me to a comic book shop. I had no idea what they were, and I was the kid on the ground at the front door with just the 6 foot high stacks of back issues. Going through them. And then I was like 4. It was like 1975.
Oh, wow.
76,
Okay.
77,
Damn.
right around there. And I remember because Nova #1 came out like a few months later. And my brother was like, the greatest thing in the history of comics is about to happen. This character Nova is going to come out. And I remember he bought 2 of every issue from 1 to 12, which is like the weirdest thing I'd ever seen in my life up to that point, 5 years old or whatever. Right.
Sure.
So I saw Kirby in all those back issues. I just saw him everywhere. That was a time where I didn't even know that human beings made comic books. I just thought that they appeared. I didn't know there was a writer or an artist. I barely still know there's an editor, but hey, we won't go there. So then,
right.
Facts.
It's like, and then I remember thinking that a lot of what I was looking at in these books, I noticed that they were similar, and it was the first time I ever looked at the credits, and it was Jack Kirby, and that was the beginning of it there. And then I remember coming across MODOK like randomly a couple of times when I was a kid, and this is where I can get super long-winded, so just slap me a little bit or something, right? I only figured this out, I think, later on, but basically when I saw MODOK, I think I had the reaction that a lot of people had it, but I had it as like a totally ignorant, weird dreaming all the time kid. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen in my life, and I can't describe it except I didn't understand the character at all. I didn't know if it was real or if it was a joke. I didn't understand why he was in these books. He creeped me out. He genuinely creeped me out. Like in ways that horror movies can't even dream of creeping me out these days, because I'm a jaded, middle-aged man now, right? It was amazing. It was amazing. And I remember just every like 5 years or so, the character would pop up and I'd get that same kind of creepy feeling. And this is where it gets a little bit, I guess, deep for me, but as a child of an immigrant family, always feeling like an outsider, that feeling that I had was really similar to the immigrant experience. It was like, it was this crazy kind of, self-consciousness without any idea of what it was. And the character made me feel that way. So, like in the early 2000s, I was working, I was started a biotech company, and I was fried. I was beyond fried. And we'd finally raised some money. I got 2 years of back pay and quit. And I had a pile of money and no hobbies. I just started collecting comic art. I bought as many Bob Layton and John Romita Jr. Iron Man pages as I could find, and I had my fill. I saw people had theme collections, and it was, it was mostly Batman and Wolverine, and like if they were creative, it was like Wolverine with claws out. And I'm like, I'm not going to do something like straightforward like that. And I remembered the character MODOK, and I basically said, I'm going to do something stupid like MODOK, and
dude, that's awesome,
and get revenge. And but it turned into something totally different. That's a different answer. That's how it happened, guys.
That's awesome. Kirby. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Like when I first saw MODOK, I also kind of had the reaction of like, this is super strange. But I had also, I think I saw him a little later in comparison to like already discovering New Gods comics and stuff. There's just strange shit in general in Kirby's work.
Oh, there is.
So once you kind of go down the wormhole of his bizarre and beautiful imagination, it like MODOK isn't really a big surprise, but if you're seeing it at like your age, I'm sure it's like looking at truly this alien, life form or something.
It wasn't. It was almost like I was having a conversation with the character or whatever Kirby was going for, because it turns out if you look at Kirby's body of work, he revisits this, I'll call it a theme or I can this image or icon, whatever you want to call it, sort of the enlarged head or the figure in a chair or the sort of like domineering, egomaniacal, dictatorial type figure. He drew characters like that over a 60-year period, again and again and again.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but that intrigues the hell out of me, because the man barely ever repeated himself, but he had themes and he expanded on those themes. But visually, he revisited that figure again and again. I found stuff going all the way back to his Black Magic books, I think in the 1950s, that was basically MODOK.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'll show it to you guys. It's insane to me. It's insane. Why would he do that?
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Now I want to know.
It's funny, man. The last couple of days I've been watching some Kirby documentaries, and it sounds like, especially with the Fourth World, it sounds like a lot of Jack's stuff was obviously inspired by him being in World War II and actually being in the shit, because Jack Kirby was literally killing Nazis over in World War II. He was in combat. He was in life-threatening situations, and it obviously had this huge dramatic effect on his entire life, even to the point of people diagnosing him and his work ethic with, PTSD from being in combat.
Right.
So a lot of people were like, how did this one guy sit and draw for 14 hours straight and do 5 different titles a month? A lot of people were like, this was just his reaction to like, the alternative was you're getting murdered in a field of mud over in Europe somewhere. So for him, being alone in the dungeon, they called it, in his basement, smoking a cigar with his family running around upstairs, that to him was like pure heaven, pure bliss, like the reward of living this crazy, difficult life, growing up in the mean streets of Manhattan, immigrants, lower Yancey Street, like lower middle, lower class Jewish upbringing. And then suddenly you're shipped off to a foreign country and you're like murdering people for the government. It's
and you weren't ever really entirely even accepted by your country before being shipped off. How similar is that to the African American experience, or for Japanese Americans, Chinese Americans, so many of them, of that time, right? Of that time.
Yeah.
I give Kirby credit That's not really a smart or profound thing to say. So if you look at MODOK, I ended up finding out that the most interesting for me or poetic way that I could celebrate Kirby wasn't to talk about Galactus and the Silver Surfer and FF and X-Men and New Gods and OMAC and the list is too long. It wasn't to talk about those things. It was to take away his most throwaway, esoteric, weird little character, recognize the fact that character has endured for more than 50 years, right? And then throw it in the face of a whole bunch of comic book loving artists that love Kirby and see what happens. And what I found out is that everybody draws MODOK differently, which is wild to think about. It's hard to find Kirby drawn the same unless an editor at Marvel is telling you to, right?
Right. Yep. Dude, MODOK's hard to draw.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, Sean, I got a lot of, I'd love to draw MODOK, and then it'll be like, oh shit, I have to draw this. I got that kind of bipolar swing from a lot of artists. The character is incredibly malleable. He can be horrific and he can be sinister, and for about 20 solid years he's just been the subject of comedic, people just take the piss out of him basically now, right?
Right.
But I tell you, there's a sinister, genuinely sinister, dark, scary MODOK story out there. That'll be written one day. I'll promise you that. Who else can do that, guys? Who else can do that? That was, to me, my way of saying, Jack Kirby, thank you, and also just sort of demonstrating the depths of this guy's ability in a kind of a different way.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about, go ahead, Jim. You were going to say something?
No, I was going to say, Kausar, you said it, and I was going to say the same thing you were about to say, Sean, which is, now that you're joining us tonight, Kausar, could we ask a huge favor and see some of this legendary MODOK collection that you have?
Definitely. But wait, Jim. But wait. Yes, I do. I was going to get there, but what I was going to say is, I actually got to draw MODOK for a few issues.
Are you serious?
Oh, damn.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I did an arc of Deadpool. I think it was 3 issues, and the bad guys in the first part of the story were the intelligentsia. So I got to draw all those classic Kirby villains, but I got MODOK, and I was so excited. And then they showed me the current incarnation was the MODOK with all the spider, like the robotic legs.
That sucks.
Which I had some fun with, but it wasn't. I wanted the floating head. I really wanted that.
Yeah, for sure.
I was still stoked.
Yeah, you are part of a club now, and you just went to like another level with me, Sean. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I actually think I still have a bunch of those MODOK pages.
Oh, I want to see him. I can't make it to Dragon Con.
No, but you'll be at New York, right?
I will be. Yeah. I'll be there with my ink pulp tattoo on. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice, brother.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll have Jason bring the portfolio of
thank you.
That's
all. I'm talking to Jason next week too about OAX.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm going in with anyone but Sean as my slogan. Anyone
Shots fired.
The truth hurts.
You came on the show just to tell me, huh?
Yeah.
The truth hurts. Yeah.
No, we're good. We'll see. I have no idea. It's what he wants, what we want.
Sure,
and
of course.
And then what we can do. You might, we'll try to get it done. We're making a lot of OAX announcements. We're splitting it up between our Thursday night show tomorrow on our YouTube channel, and then on September 12th, try to get most of the news out and get ahead of things, because we almost drowned last year. So we'll just do things, make it look again like we know what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean that was a hell of a show.
That's 90% of the game. Yep.
That's all you can do.
Just quickly, you mentioned your YouTube channel there. Do you want to tell the people what that YouTube channel is?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can barely hear you, Jamie. Are you?
Yeah.
It's you asking about the YouTube channel?
Yeah. I just said for people in the audience who maybe don't know. Do you want to plug
Oh,
the
thank
chat?
you. Oh, it's Comic Art Live.
Yeah,
Comic
Jamie, will you put the
Art
link in the chat?
Well, indeed. Give me 2 seconds.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, guys. Hi, Jamie. I sent Jamie some
Sorry, I
images.
muted myself
I
there.
don't know if it's easier for me to just hold up stuff to the screen.
Jamie's got a whole presentation ready to go.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
he
so-
doesn't. No, he doesn't. Come on, you don't. Jamie, you don't work that hard.
Jamie, cue the presentation.
Okay. Wait. There we
Yeah, I
go.
think
The
he's
link
got
for
it set up where we'll see
the link for
Kasra
the
and the art. Oh
Comic
yeah, get
Art
the link
Live
in there.
is in
Okay,
the
there it is.
chat.
Yeah, guys,
So-
please check out Comic Art Live. They are an awesome community, and I love what they're doing, and I love the support they give the artistic community.
That's our
So
people.
to get this started, Kasra, you sent me a PowerPoint and a folder labeled "Start Here." So which one would you like to start with?
Oh, just do start here. Like bring up those images. There's just like a little bit of an intro on
That's cool.
on Kirby and MODOK. And guys, I got a bunch of art here, and it goes from like legitimate to please get this guy off the channel kind of level stuff. So whenever you want me off, just you do it.
Oh, Kasser, we want it to get uncomfortable. We want it to get
we like
weird.
that.
Oh yeah, Jim.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh, I know that. I know that. What's that? Like everyone here's a pervert. There'll be some of that by about 11 o'clock. There'll be some of that. The thing about
Scott Morse is asking, are you going to finish A Day in the Life of MODOK with him?
is Scott here? Oh, that's that. Is that more?
Yeah,
Man, I hadn't seen Scott in a long time because I hadn't made it back to San Diego since 2011, and I showed him. I got him right next to me, Scott. So I got to say hi to him and remind him who the hell I was, because who else asked a grown ass man to do like 12 MODOK commissions for him? That was me, Scott. That was back in the day when he was sitting next to Jim. That's when I first met Jim too.
Oh yeah.
And Jim, I found the commission too that you did for me back then, like 2003 or 4. I got it right here with me.
Oh Lord, you might not want to show that.
Oh, you want to see that?
Definitely.
Let's see it.
You want to see that one first?
Yeah.
And it was like he drew this, and he's like I don't know if you can see it that well. Oh, you can see
Oh
it pretty well.
Lord. Oh yeah.
Hell yes.
I mean, come on, Jim. This was like a quick con sketch, and you banged this out, and he wrote, like what a dick, rock on, dude. And I'm like, well, shit. Was Jim writing that to me? Did I piss him off?
No.
Dude, Jim, that's a dope piece.
Yeah, come on.
You know how I feel about my old work, but whatever.
Well, we all feel that way about our old.
And
Yeah.
Jim, I probably gave you like $37 and like a $3 tip or something. You remember
Sure.
back then, like $40 was like, bubble gum for 3 months or something, right? So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Dude, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned Scott, because I remember the one year at San Diego when Scott started doing full-blown painted commissions, and it was so crazy because he was like, dude, I'm gonna charge $100
$100
for these commissions. And I was like,
Can I show you?
there we go. There we go.
MODOK on a toilet,
Oh,
Yes.
Damn.
2006. World domination at home. MODOK,
That's so great.
he's cooking like eggs. I mean, here, I'll just show you a couple more because there's a lot. But and there's actually a look at this. Look how
my God.
Wow.
I love
So
these. Like, I hope
Those are
Scott
amazing.
realizes how much his art brings joy. Literally, this stuff. I love this stuff.
So awesome. I haven't seen the last couple ones. I've never seen those.
I talked to Scott at San Diego, just to call him out here a little bit and be a little bit of a dick. I asked him to come to OAX, and he's open to it. So I'm gonna. I guess still got to email him and talk to him. But
Yeah, Scott, you got to go. It's a great show.
thank you.
Yeah, Scott, definitely, man. And also, Scott, we need to get you on this show to hang out and draw with us.
His I don't know. I won't say too much, but the grace and the intelligence that he just left his prior job with was something that I've never seen before. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, he did a very, very fantastic and eloquent way of calling out things that needed to be called out, you know.
Yeah.
But Scott's a super classy guy, so he does it in a super classy way. That's the key thing.
Yeah.
And if if there's anyone in chat that doesn't know Scott, go to Cartoonist Kayfabe, search Scott Morse, and watch a great hotel room talk that they had together.
Yes, that's right.
It was a little while ago, but it was great.
Yeah, we got him coming on the podcast soon too.
Awesome.
All right, so I see. Is that a Sienkiewicz Kirby MODOK?
No, but Joe Rubinstein, who is the most promiscuous inker in the history of comic books.
Yeah,
he's a trained portrait artist.
Oh,
and I had him do some, I had him do some portraits of Kirby as MODOK, and I got him in these sleeves. I'll take him out, but this was just like a quick prelim he did. This was the more advanced one that he did, and this is on toned paper, of course.
Oh damn!
Oh my God, yeah, that's gorgeous.
Sorry, I'll tilt it a little bit. I mean, he's the real deal. Just look at that nose. I mean, the teeth, the eyes, the cigar, the lips.
Wild.
And then the one where he just killed it. And I got to back up a little bit. This one's on a mid-tone paper.
Oh shit, man!
Whoa,
that's insane.
I don't know if you can see the whites a little bit better up close. Look at that.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's beautiful. That's great.
That is
I know it's like super odd. It's like a Victorian sort of gentleman or like a president of a university sort of portrait thing.
Yeah,
but he did it. I mean, these will go to the grave with me. I love him so much.
Yeah, so far this is an incredible collection.
Yeah. Well, again, this is the legitimate portion of the programming, right?
Yeah.
Like there's I went from I even have this. I should show you this. This is the official handbook of the Marvel Universe.
Oh,
this
yes.
is the actual published.
Oh, whoa.
Keith Pollard and Joe Rubinstein from around 91, 92.
Nice.
Dude, that's awesome. That's great.
Is, you never see MODOK usually from the side or the back. It's like it's just too intimidating to draw him that way. And I even ended up finding the Modam one, which was the abomination that they created later on, the female version.
Oh my God, yes.
Pollard and Rubinstein again. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
That's so cool.
Jamie, I don't know if we even need the slides. That's up to you. If you put work in it and you're feeling like left out right now, I totally understand it. But
no, please take it away. Take it away.
Alan Kupperberg, which I knew a lot back in the 2000s. I wanted him to do like you remember how they had like Hulk precursor sort of stuff and Tales of Astonish and like, and stuff that looked like the Thing later on. I wanted him to do like a MODOK precursor Tales to Astonish type cover, and this is just another fun one.
Oh my God, that is so cool. It's like
That's
a
awesome.
MODOK Goon mashup.
He's got the paste ups on there and everything with the logo. And
all he had to do was add a K, and it came off as like some early stage precursor thing. Matt Allison, who's one of my favorite artists.
Oh, I
Matt.
love that album.
Yeah.
So I had
Kankor.
Man, Matt is
love his stuff.
So John Byrne did the 313 cover where MODOK actually dies, and I had him redo it. And of course, he did it with like MODOK's guts spilling out, right?
Oh,
of course,
insane.
Of course.
He's a great colorist as well. Guys, if you don't know Matt Allison, do yourself a favor. He's with Athenaeum now. Athenaeum is like a group of some of the best Indian underground artists, period, ever. It's run by a guy named Sean who is will hold your hand through it. But here's the colored version of what
awesome.
Matt did.
Oh, wow.
So cool.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Matt's great.
I got so much stuff, guys. I don't even know what to do. You tell me what you like, and I'll go that direction. But Giorgio Comolo in Italy did.
Wow.
This is a underground armor. Like I grew up on Iron Man, and I grew up on I grew up on Let me take it out. I should take.
Dude, that's great because that's like the heavy metal magazine version of MODOK. That's badass.
That's
So this is
cool.
like a submarine version, and all of the labels and everything are in Italian. You know, because everything is all of this stuff is handmade in Italian in Italy. Yeah, he is a Kirby like Scioli. He is a Kirby acolyte, and his adoration of Kirby is off the charts. Here's another armor that he made for me. Yeah, the guy is really good.
God, that is gorgeous.
It's like it's and yeah. Anyway, those are sort of more of the.
That shit's awesome, man.
Yeah.
What I decided to do, I did all kinds of things, but I decided mostly to stick to like what I called themes. The first one was MODOK smoking, which was kind of an homage to Jack because he always was, with the cigar or pipe.
Oh yeah.
Guys, I'm just gonna go and you tell me
Whoa!
Look how dynamic this is.
Is that Hester? Who is that?
No, good guess. It's Mark McHaley out of Chicago, and he's not really all that well known. And I think the guy is brilliant.
Dude, that's awesome. Cool. That's great.
I'm going to ask him to come to OAX because he's just one of those. I don't know. I think he's just he's underrated. And he did that for me like 15 years ago. Here's Paolo, which is always fun to see a Paolo.
Yeah.
So cool.
Wow.
2007.
2007. Yeah. When he used to set up at shows with like a mirror so you could watch him.
Yes.
He had that great setup back then, right? Jim, this one's for you, boss. It's for you too, Sean, but I've known Jim a little longer. Giorgio in Italy. Okay.
Oh shit.
So I bought this piece from Giorgio.
What?
Okay. God. And then I told him, I want you to add a second half to it. So he trimmed the white off, tried to match the Ecoline paints, and did this.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
That's insane.
Wow. It's all rusted out. That is incredible, man.
It keeps going, right?
Whoa, and the pot leaves.
there is so much stuff in this. If you're one of those detail guys, you'd like
that.
This one.
That is incredibly impressive. That is next level shit, man. Wow.
And the thing is, MODOK has barely been the same in any one of these, and the subject matter has been from serious to like, who would ever think to do that? And the character holds up. The character did his job.
Yes.
It's like the best character actor of all time.
Right.
Oh damn!
This is hard to see.
Wow.
Milan Zabrowski. He had a short career in comics. He's a painter, but I think this one's best seen in person. But there's an example, especially if you see it in angle, you can see it a bit better. I mean, this is effective.
Dude, that's awesome.
Like,
that's amazing.
I'm not making fun of that guy his face, right?
Exactly.
I got one more smoking one. This is by a guy named Shelton Bryant, and don't even ask me to explain what materials he used because it's like, I don't know, encaustics or it's like house materials.
Whoa, that is incredible.
Is there some airbrush?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
That might be. I think there's even
like the underpainting is airbrush.
Yeah, there's maybe even pencil. It's hard to tell. I never asked him. I didn't want to know.
Yeah.
So what made you stop doing the smoking theme and switch to a new one?
I didn't. I did them. I did 5 of them at the same time. There were 5.
Okay.
Smoking was the first one. And I would contact an artist and I would give him a short description of the 5. And I would say, I'd like you to do all 5 unless you don't want to do some of them. And then I give them a flat amount of money for all 5 and they do them. And I don't want to reveal what all 5 is, but the second one is alternative acronyms, which is basically
I got you.
You come up with a different acronym, and then you draw it. So this one is monstrous organism that devours only koalas. And this guy is just someone that I found on eBay that has real skills with the pencil. I thought that his cartooning was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And
that's
then
hilarious.
Dave Ross, who's a killer. He has like a certain elegance to him. He did malleable obliteration device over cartoons, and he has a 60s era.
Oh my God, that's
Cap.
awesome.
It's Jack Kirby drawing Cap in the 60s and using MODOK as an eraser.
That's
amazing.
That's so cool.
That's incredible.
It's got this crazy vintage elegance to it. I mean, he nailed that Kirby Cap. Look at that.
Dude, that is crazy.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Here's one from a friend, Jim, who I just saw over the weekend from all the way back in like 2006. Muppet Orb dealing out Kung Fu.
Oh my
wow.
No, oh my God. That is awesome.
That's fantastic. That's Tom from 2006, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Doing the Senate inks pretty much too, right?
Yeah, during when he was doing Godland at Image.
Exactly, yeah.
That era.
He did a bunch of them for me. I just picked out one because I have about 500 pieces, and that would have been a bad idea tonight.
Wow.
KISS was really popular for the alternative acronym. Madness overtakes Demon of KISS.
Oh, we saw that one.
This piece is insane. I love it.
This is by Dave Gutierrez, who for the last 10 or 12 years of Gene Colan's life was his personal inker and basically handled making sure that, he got enough money to, I think I can say this now, for food, for rent, and for weed. Those are the three most
nice.
Sure.
And Giorgio from Italy again did machinery organized for the deletion of KISS.
That's fantastic.
That's cool.
Holy shit.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Wow. Who's the artist on that again?
Giorgio Comolo, Comolo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Really impressive, man.
That was the second theme. The third theme was MODOK as a famous or infamous person. And Dave Ross did. Elvis ended up being really popular. I don't ask. Elvis and Trump, pretty much.
Wow.
Look, guys, look how good he is.
Oh my God,
that's great.
Whoa, dude, that fist is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have gone to that concert.
That hairdo, looking good, man. Awesome.
Some guy off of eBay that I paid like $6 to did a Trump one back in 2006.
Whoa!
What?
That I only wanted to show this so that, to prove to our audience that we knew things 20 years ago that we still haven't learned today. Mark McHaley from Chicago, another example. He did a MODOK getting jealous of Humpty Dumpty.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa!
But look at that! Look at his cartooning. I don't know, like he's just a little different.
That's incredible.
And his color is great.
Yeah.
Which, Sean, your color on that Dune piece is absolutely next level. That is amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Should say something while I remember to, because otherwise I'm going to be this weird, selfish MODOK collector tonight, right?
No,
it's all good, man.
We're almost done with the themes. The fourth theme is where I started getting a little bit like I'm pushing the envelope a little bit because I was recovering from like 100-hour work weeks in a biotech company when I should have been in a creative field my whole life, and I was burned out. And so the fourth theme was MODOK love affairs. And I think the description was just MODOK with one or more, I think female. I think I said female. Any case, Dave Ross again.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Is that Tigra?
Yeah.
Who's the other girl? Alley Cat or whatever?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I
Someone
just-
in the chat knows.
I just think that, I mean, this is the kind of thing where you can shoot a book from the pencils.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
it's just-
Absolutely.
And again, guys, we're looking at MODOK with two women smoking a cigar with whiskers, and we're not even saying anything.
Yes. It's Hellcat is the character. Thank you,
reality
chat.
check here.
Yes. Okay.
Reality check, guys. We know how absurd this is, but we're overwhelming you with technique. Okay. Phil Noto. I love Phil Noto.
Oh,
this was a love affair one, and Phil, Phil had an interesting take on it. He just stuck her up there on the head, and they're just hanging out together like a couple.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the colors on that one too.
So we finally get into something a little bit. Bob McLeod, who's had
here we go. Yes,
what I call like a storied career in comics. The guy's a phenomenal inker, but he's actually a wonderful storyteller when he got the pencil. I think he got a little uncomfortable with the love affair thing, so he on his own, went Frazetta and did this mini
That
masterpiece.
is awesome.
Oh,
So cool.
That's so great.
And it, over the years, this is honestly on Comic Art Fans, one of the pieces that I've had the most views, comments, whatever on.
It's incredible,
guys.
Dude, that's awesome. I love that.
And look how tiny he is. It's like a little Mona Lisa sized piece, right? So
wow.
The man has had an incredible career in comics, co-creator of the New Mutants, all the work that he's done, DC, Marvel, and so on. And at one point, amongst the like hundreds of pieces of Bob McLeod on Comic Art Fans, this piece had the most views of any Bob McLeod piece.
That's amazing.
That's so cool. And Bob McLeod's nephew is Kagan McLeod, the brilliant artist and illustrator who did the indie comic Infinite Kung Fu and has had illustrations in magazines ranging from like Entertainment Weekly to Playboy to Kagan is incredible. Kagan's awesome.
I had no idea they were related. McLeod's pretty, they're a pretty common last name. That's awesome.
Yeah. Bob's his uncle. So that's one of my favorite pieces you've shown all night, dude. The Frazetta tribute. That was badass.
Princess of Mars. This is maybe my favorite love affair one, just because I can even show it to my mom and she'd laugh, but it's sort of it's okay. I'll just show it. What am I? Mark McHaley again in Chicago.
Oh wow! What?
Oh my god!
That's hilarious.
Have you ever seen a close up of MODOK's ass?
We have tonight.
Amazing. This
is basically a follow up to Phil Noto's piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. Wow.
Guys, I have no idea what I'm ever going to do with this stuff, but it makes me happy. And then the last one.
Oh yeah, man. It's
Richard.
This is your personal. It's your personal collection.
Oh, Richard's amazing. Richard's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
MODOK the Hut
great.
With Leia. And then guys, Richard, I'm gonna this guy's insane.
Okay? Yeah, Richard is amazing. What he does with inks is incredible.
And this is 15 years ago. He was doing he's so slick now. He can take pens and markers. He can take and bring ink from different sources and use different brushes, and it's resolved incredibly well. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, Richard's amazing.
Yeah, he's like a ninja with it.
And I love talking to him. I just saw him at San Diego. He's one of the best talkers.
Super nice guy. Yeah. He was on the podcast because Eric was in Wildstorm with him back in the day.
So when he made this for me, he was sharing a studio with Jim Lee, and Jim was looking over his shoulder while he was drawing this, and Jim helped out with the Leia on this piece.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got the last laugh on this one. Okay, guys.
Awesome.
Almost done with the themes. And I I didn't bring too many of these because some of them are so over the top. I just didn't feel like honoring Jack on his birthday. It was right to bring him, but I ended. The fifth one was. I got really angry that guys did a lot. I should state this the right way. Okay, I have no problems with cheesecake. The classic cheesecake artists are some of the finest artists ever. I love their images. Love.
Yeah.
But the guys that I saw in like the mid 2000s that were starting to post a lot, they were collecting like as many $5 cheesecake pinups as they could get an artist to draw for them. And some of them had like 3,000 and 4,000 of them. And I'm sorry,
Jesus,
I was troubled by that. I kind of felt that inside a little bit. So I decided to get a little revenge on them and start doing Art Nouveau MODOK cheesecake pinups. just to see whether I could induce some erectile dysfunction in all the right places in the world.
Right.
John Beatty did this for me in 2008. I guess again on tone paper. He went Art Nouveau.
Wow, that's so cool.
That's great.
A lot of guys went Art Nouveau and they stuck with it, just to politely do something that was interesting to them without, being over the top. So again, that's on tone paper. So you know what it's like in person. It's really fun for your eyes. You dance over tone paper and how, the forms, how he draws the forms out. This one's probably an over the top one. I don't know if you guys remember the famous Marilyn Monroe nude calendar from, the late 50s, very famous calendar. Jeff Isherwood, God bless his heart.
No way.
Yeah, I'm not going to put my face on camera for this one. But if you look at Marilyn's calendar, this is her famous calendar pose. And I'm going to take that away a little bit there. And I'll end with Dave Ross whenever I need a little class. He went Art Nouveau as well, with some skulls.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow, look at how sleek MODOK is. He's very sophisticated.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
Yeah, he definitely could sell some coffee on a poster. Yeah,
right, for sure.
I got a few more, mostly movie poster ones. I thought you guys might like to see some movie poster ones.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to take way too much. I've taken too much time already, but you remember The Graduate.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't know if you guys know Buzz, but I kind of love Buzz, and he's got chops. So I had him do MODOK as a famous person. It was basically Dustin Hoffman, but as a graduate poster.
Oh, that's amazing.
That is nuts.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and I'll show it up close, and we'll move on to the next one. Yeah. Then, Jim, you should like this one. I think you will. Let's see if I can find. So, a classic.
Oh, man. The classic schlock of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
So I did Attack of the MODOK Tomatoes.
Oh, that's great.
And from a friend of mine in Canada. And this one, all the credits are like friends of mine who were helping me back in the day. This is just something I put on my wall instead of like family photos.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure the family appreciates that, Kasra.
They just wanted me to admit it on television. Yeah. I think Jamie might. I don't know if he has the original of this, but I did propaganda posters because I thought MODOK was great for it. And this was one for Lenin. This actually exactly what the Lenin poster looked like, but instead of Lenin's birth and death dates, I put MODOK's birth and death date, and then we went beekeepers instead of Russian soldiers at the bottom.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Like that sort of graphic woodcut kind of propaganda poster design. And I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. You see, it's pretty spot on. I love that poster. I actually I have a like a lithographer. I have a very high quality one of that one. I love it so much.
What made you choose 80? Was it 86 for MODOK's death? Did he literally die in the comic?
Oh yeah, do you remember the Cap 313 John Byrne cover where the Serpent Society, they killed him in that issue. So that's the first time.
Okay.
So I'm like, what date should I pick? And I just picked that one. Chairman Maudoc. Isn't it funny? That one got Sean. That one got him.
Wow.
So this one again is based on a very well-known sort of forgive me my Chinese friends, but it was a Chinese propaganda poster about Mao and his red book. And there it is. Thank you. But and we changed the lettering to say, like, instead of like, you know, I forgot what it said, like for the people, or it says like in service of AIM or something now is what we changed it to. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Almost done, guys. I swear to God, there's 3 left if the chat can survive because they want to see
we're good.
Your art.
We're good.
Just another quick MODOK propaganda. I did a lot of AIM propaganda posters. And I always said when I get my art studio and my production company together, I just want it to be littered with AIM propaganda posters. And this one is based on a "Be Careful Near Machinery." I think it was a real World War II poster.
Oh wow!
And I thought, well, if I was at AIM, it would be Careful Near MODOK. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the original. Be Careful.
Oh damn! Okay.
Oh nice.
Look at me, all organized and stuff. 2 left. This is another propaganda one and a big one. This is one that I would probably have up in the studio one day.
Oh shit!
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think Robert Hack did this. Yeah, Robert Hack did this for me. This is before Robert was like IDW cover artist extraordinary. He was great back then. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't as, you know, profusely published as he is today.
Dude, that's awesome.
Again, I have no idea what to do with this stuff, but you know, maybe if these artists are out there, they'll be happy to know I still have every single one of them. And the last one is The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Oh,
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's another classic. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
I lied because we're all friends with Waystack. Look at what John did.
Oh, dude.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Wayshack is the best.
What kind of self-hating motherfucker would do pen and ink on 18 by 24 like this?
Oh,
he's a monster. He is a monster, man.
He is a monster, but that MODOK is the coolest.
I love him. Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, John is the shit. Shout out to John.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out, John.
There's so much more, guys. There's just
hey, Custer, did John do that for you specifically, or did he already have that as like a piece? You commissioned that from him?
The story's worse than that. That's why.
Okay.
I mean, John was going to do a commission for me. I asked him to do a piece like that. You know, he did his own version of it, right? And he threw in his cat, which is great. And that is his cat. That's his cat in there. And his cat actually nibbled one of the corners out. There's like a big chunk missing because the cat nibbled it, which is I love it. But he took a while to do it. And John, I honestly wish I lived near John. I was on the West Coast. We would hang out all the time. I'll say that he sent that to me as a gift.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, this is Giorgio Comolo doing Giger MODOK as well. This one has gone. I'll say viral. It's shocking how many different places I've seen this show up.
Dude, that is unbelievable. That is
unbelievable. So
here's the thing, guys. MODOK, this pissant character that doesn't make any sense at all, and I don't know. It's a little bit odd to me that so many things can be done with him. And if you're listening, Marvel, I have ideas.
Here we go.
There's my pitch. I have ideas. and they're like, we're not really interested in ideas.
Yeah, they're
Wait a
definitely
minute,
not.
Kasra, though. It's you doing MODOK grand design.
Jim,
Get attach Sean and I to illustrate it.
Jim,
We'll rope in Matteo Scalera on some covers. We'll sell the book based off Matteo's fame and fortune.
Sean,
And then
Sean, whenever Jim talks about the future, whenever Jim wants to go to the racetrack with a poker, listen, I haven't told anybody.
Wait, so he nailed it? That's exactly what you had in mind?
I just had I was with West Coast Dave, in Pittsburgh this weekend, and Jim Rugg came out. We had coffee with him on Sunday morning, and afterwards I'm like, Jim, I need 30 minutes with you on Zoom when you're free. And I have a grand design idea.
There it is. Wow. I called it.
Yeah.
Very sorry to interrupt, guys, but we got another super chat there. Again from Shasta.
What is going on, Shasta? What?
Shasta, my God.
This is someone that's known to you, right, Sean?
I know Shasta, yeah.
She's a homegirl. Yeah. Shasta, thank you so much. That's fucking awesome of you. Holy shit.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Shasta. That is so amazing.
Sponsoring our show.
She's giving you guys $100 for surviving the MODOK onslaught.
That's true. It's
just all of that was for fun. All of that was, it made me enjoy comic books more. It made me have gratitude for them and for Kirby. It made me meet artists in a way that I otherwise wouldn't have met, and have go past the art buyer commissioner sort of dynamic into getting to know them as people. I actually owe it all to 20 years on and off of doing MODOK commissions. Everyone's like, who is this guy? Where does he come from? How does he put a artist collective together? How did he put that anthology together? Jim, you were part of the Tome anthology because you're generous back in 2012-13, right? And secretly, it was because behind the scenes I was doing this messed up stuff, and this is nothing, zero compared to what I really have.
Oh damn! Okay.
Damn. Yeah, that's an amazing collection. It's really nice when someone commissions you for a piece that they're connected to, and it's not just like you said, like a typical I like Wolverine, but it's something like special. And when you get a collection from someone, like I have one guy that gets every year at New York ComiCon a portrait of one of Batman villains. Mm-hmm. And it's been nice because he started this. We're doing our third one this year, and he started it. I was just starting to paint, and so the one I did for him was a Mr. Freeze one, and that came out great. But then last year I did that Clayface, and they're great. And he has this portfolio, so every year it's just nice. It's more personal. It's nice to create art for someone who's really invested on that level.
It's gotten to the point where when someone draws MODOK, I feel like I know them a little bit better. I don't even know what that means. But it's like some sort of I don't know. I feel like I understand them just a little bit better by their style and the choices they're making, what they cared about, what they did. And you can get that from other characters as well. Like when I did art rep work, I'd always tell the guys who were just sort of starting out, figure out your Batman. That was that was like the iconic thing, right? And it's intimidating as hell to figure out your own Batman. But once you do, it's almost like a signature. It's almost literally like your signature. Definitely. I have that now with MODOK because I've done so many of them. I understand the artist so much more after I see them draw a MODOK, just because of way too much exposure and knowledge about what MODOK is or can be, right? But again, it's Kirby. Katie Cook drew me a MODOK. She drew him. I have it. It probably took her 28 to 45 seconds, and it's so perfect.
Oh wow!
And other people will sit there and they'll have a panic attack having to draw a Kirby figure. right?
Right.
Yeah. I find that amazing. Yeah.
Hey man, while you're
awesome.
here, I wanted to ask you, how did everything go in Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
I was bummed that I couldn't make the Eddie P
You
con.
were, you were missed and you were talked about. And Justine said some very nice things about you. It was very heavy the weekend. I'm glad I was there with Dave and a couple of other friends. Dave was nice enough to let me stay at his Airbnb. Everyone was in just a wonderful mood. So it was the yeah, it was kind of awesome. I'm so happy I went. The family should be proud of themselves and on cloud nine because they pulled off a great show.
That's awesome.
I didn't know what to think going in. I really wasn't there to go to a great show, but I met like amazingly great people and went to a great show, which was awesome. And the comic book shops in Pittsburgh are some of the best. I was shocked.
I know.
And I got to, meet, Mossy a little bit and his wife. I mean, just spend some real time with Jim, like away from Zoom pitches to come to shows and do stuff, like just human to human. That was really important to me. And
of course, yeah.
Ed was honored and celebrated. Period. And it's gonna get bigger. I know they're gonna have it next year. I know they're gonna make it better. However they define better is, and I know that we're all gonna support it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll be there next year, man. There's just too much shit going on.
You got a Kickstarter coming up, but let alone whatever else is going on in your life.
And, well, I'm also flying out to Atlanta tomorrow to do Dragon. So it's like, there's just too many things, but following it online, it looked like things were going really well. And I love the Piscore family, Rug and Shioli and the whole, Pittsburgh crew. And you're right, man. The comic shops out there are like legit. I did some serious digging when I was out there. It was awesome.
I spent so much money that my friend who drove in from West Virginia had to take everything back and ship it back to me. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah.
That happened to me too, man. I did so much digging with Rug and Brian Moss that I had to ship a box of the books back to myself. Like I couldn't travel with it. When you're digging with friends and there's a camaraderie and everybody's hyped up and showing each other like, look at this book, dude, check this out, look at this. You get so hyped up that you're like, yeah, I'm gonna walk out of here with a stack of like $50 to $100 books. Who cares? Why not? This is great. It's bonding time, and it's just, you don't get to really do that every day. So when you do get the opportunity, why not? Just do it.
Dave mentioned it in the chat, and I really think it's worth saying out loud. He hosted a panel at 3 p.m. with the Piscore family, Justine, Bree, Bobby, Mama P, Brian was there. I hope I didn't miss anyone. I think that was the full end of Jim, of course. And Food, you were there, of course, at Heroes on stage. You really shared, and I thanked you for it afterwards. You really shared. Brian did the same thing. So there was a moment with Brian, and it was really good, and it was filmed. And Dave just said he's putting it up on the West Coast Avengers channel tomorrow. Definitely worth.
Awesome.
Sitting in on. Yeah.
Dave, I'm glad you're doing that. Thanks for doing that. That's cool.
I admire the family for them to come out like that and show the world the fullness of the human being outside of the great works that he did was just
that's awesome.
I don't know what word to use for it. Any word I use would sound almost condescending. I just admire it so much.
Yeah. I feel you, man. It's something that, everybody needs to just stick together. I guess I'll just put it that way. Everyone needs to stick together and look out for each other and have each other's backs, which I know that we do. So
yeah,
that's just sort of how you move forward and keep things going, but also honor and remember, the people we've lost, and especially Ed. It's just, I'm careful about the things I say about it because it's still a sensitive thing for me about it, and I still have lots of emotions, and I still feel lots of like rage and confusion over the whole thing. So I don't know, we can kind of end it there on it, but I'm glad that you were out represented, man. I'll put it that way. You and Dave and Brian and the crew.
Yeah, it was 90% to support them and 90% to heal for myself, selfish. So it was like a 200% 3 days there. It was like, it felt like we were there for 10 days, those 3 days. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's what happened when I was there in April in Pittsburgh for his day of remembrance at Phantom of the Attic.
Right.
So yeah, man, it's like, you just physically have to just be with people sometimes and deal with it that way, So, but man, thank you, Kasser, for
thanks, guys,
being here with us on the Kirby birthday show, man.
Look at these pieces. Sean's is now like glowy, crazy goodness. You are going to get DM'd for that piece, no doubt. It's not going to New York with you.
We'll see. Thank you.
And Jim,
dude, that's gorgeous. Sean.
We should call out just the absolute cojones to ink Kirby.
Oh my God.
And you dove right into it. I mean, even before the cameras were on you, you'd already inked half the head. I'm like, you're supposed to. Have you inked Kirby a lot before? Because you just dove right into it. You zero flex Jim.
Yeah, in 2020 on the Ink Pulp on Sean's channel, we did.
Yeah, we did a Kirby.
Some inking shows where we did Kirby. I did a Kirby Spider-Man, and it's just fun, man. If you get tight pencils, it's fun just to break out the light table.
But I will, Kasser, I will say Jim is the most fearless artist I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thanks, man.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
oh shit! C. Kim Craig.
That's it.
Super chatted us $70.
Oh damn! Thanks, man.
Canadian.
Thank you.
Right, Canadian.
Canadian.
Is that what the CA is? Canadian?
I think so.
I guess.
So.
Yeah, I
That's
guess. Yeah.
Incredibly generous.
Yeah. Hey, either way, we appreciate you guys. This was
you guys rock. Kasser, thank you so much. That was such an awesome dive into some dope art.
I'm gonna drop off and let you guys finish the show, but thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Thanks again, buddy.
We'll see you next month, man.
Take care, guys. Yeah, see you soon.
Take care.
Thanks, Kasser.
Dude, that was great.
That was awesome. That was some really amazing artwork in there.
That is some deep dives on MODOK. I'm blown away by some of the stuff he showed us, man. That was
it was really cool. Really cool. Very creative. We got
so
Tyler in the house. What's up, Tyler? It was awesome. All right, so I'm done. Jim, you're not going to believe this. We just did 2 hours.
Dude, I know. I'm looking at the clock. It's like, fuck, these shows go by so quick. But I still have to, pack up a little tonight and
me too.
Handle business.
It's like the sun is coming up in Scotland right now.
it's 4 a.m. for Jamie.
There's nowhere else I'd rather be, guys. By the way, my camera's broken. I don't know what happened there. I'm not hiding, but it's broken.
Oh, I thought you were hiding.
No.
Damn, man. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll with the super chats, we can buy you a new camera.
Yeah, everybody just imagine that I look super handsome and super good, and then okay.
Guys, if you are in the Atlanta area this weekend, cruise by and say hi to me and Sean in person. We'll have flyers and sticker tattoo packs.
Yeah, we got all kinds of giveaways. Hey, Rod Reese.
Yo, our boy Rod Reese. What up, Rod?
What's up, Rod? Thank you for watching. Nikki has won the sketch for hitting 600 on Jim's Kickstarter. So I'll pass it off to you when I see you, Nikki.
And Nikki, can we get Sean? Can you get info so that I can send her something as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Because I want to say thanks for we hit 600 tonight.
Dude,
That's
we're having
awesome.
dinner with Matt and Nikki on Friday.
Okay, right. Okay.
So you see Matt.
Is she an OMAC fan?
She is a Scotty fan. She has Scotty tattoos on her.
Oh shit! Okay, I'll grab some bootleg stuff from Scotty before I leave town.
All right.
Scotty, if you're watching this show right now, I'm headed over to your house. I'll be there in a half an hour. I got to catch up with Scotty this weekend and have lunch, and we had a great time.
Yeah, I saw he got the shirt I got him. I got your shirt. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
Oh, dude, the company flow?
Yeah. That shirt was dope, right?
So great.
Yeah, so I got you one, I got me one, I got Scotty and Huddleston because that was going to be the original hang.
That's a true flashback to glorious late 90s.
And if there were 4 dudes that know Co-Flow, it's the 4 that it just happened to be that we were going to be together, and LP put out this like limited drop. I was like, oh, I got to get in on that.
That's so awesome. Should we wrap it then?
Yeah. We got a weekend to prep for.
Guys, you're all wonderful. Thanks again for the love and support. Thank you for the super chats. The support's been amazing.
Hold on. Someone's coming to DragonCon. All right, come by our tables. Bootleg. All right, go ahead, Jim. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. Yeah. Bootlegging is a habit. Yeah, cruise by, say hi.
We got some stuff
that's basically it. I was just we have the best audience, dude. And Jamie, as always, we love you, bro. Thank you for being here with us. Couldn't do it without you.
Jamie. And big thanks and big shout out to Shasta, and big thanks and big shout out to C. Kim Craig K for the super chats.
Huge.
Yes. Awesome, guys.
Right. Take us out of here, Jamie.
Pleasure,
Thank you.
Guys.